bad odds, I would say. It's about like one officer to maybe like anywhere from like 38 to 44 inmates.
Oh
And
wow.
they're like, at least where I worked. And it varies on the prison and it also varies on like if it's maximum or minimum or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And if it's like county jails or state facilities, city, all that fun stuff. But so, regardless of that, it was during a chow run. So, probably the most two dangerous parts in a prison are during rec time, like in the yard,
Yeah.
recreational time in the yard, and during chow, which is just breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because no one's going to be cuffed, and there's going to be a lot
A lot
of
of
inmates
dangerous
in
people.
one place
Yeah.
at one time, and there's nothing, no protection anywhere. It's
Yeah.
just you, your fellow officers, and a whole bunch of people.
Oh,
So a
who
bunch
are
of people who don't like
probably
you.
not thrilled to be there.
So this happened on the way to Chow. So these two inmates were having issues with each other. And see, I wasn't here. I was on a different block, but I responded to it. But so
Mm.
what I know is that these two inmates were having issues with each other. One was taller, one was like 5'9". I believe it was a 5'9" black male, whatever. He was talking like mad smack to this short Spanish guy. Like Spanish guy must have been like 5'2" or whatever.
Right.
So they and it happened over the course of like a couple of days that he was talking smack to this guy, like really picking on him.
Yeah.
So obviously, a lot of in the prison, the whole mentality is that it's survival of the fittest. So they kind of
Sure.
find people that they can make either do stuff for them, take their commissary, take their food, whatever, that they're gonna just make their like, whatever. But so the small Spanish guy was not having any of it. And I specifically remember like I always thought the most disrespectful thing someone could do is spit on you.
Oh my God.
100%.
Oh yeah.
That is the
Oh,
worst thing
that
that I
that's
don't
one of the
you could
worst things that it's like, ugh.
sucker
That
punch me and I wouldn't feel as bad as if you spit on me. If you
no,
spit on
that
me,
that's
you better hope that like you have 17 friends with you.
oh my God, that's yeah, no, that's absolutely awful.
So the little guy was standing in a line waiting to go to chow, and the black guy was on his way back from chow. So they kind of there's always this one section if they're in the same block.
Hmm.
Like a block is where they house like I guess all the inmates. Like you have different blocks and they house a certain amount of inmates. And but anyway, so they pass each other. This is like the only one. Very few times do two groups of inmates pass each other
Sure.
while they're being transported back and forth. This is one of the times. So as he's passing him, the black guy decides to spit on the Spanish guy.
Oh.
And he thought because he's short, he's not tall enough to reach his face. That dude jumped. This little Spanish guy jumped and knocked that guy right in his eye. And the gross part is that he managed to hit him right in like the cornea, and he knocked the guy's eye out.
Oh.
And that was it.
So like was this
and
guy literally walking around with his eye like hanging out of his head?
no, it came out like completely. It went on the
Like
ground.
like detached all the
Like
way.
totally detached. Like he hit him perfect. Like it hit
Oh.
him like right here apparently is where it
Uh-huh.
was, and like his knuckle went like here, and then it just that and the I forget what the little thing is behind your eye, that like line that connects it.
I think that's the retinal nerve.
Yeah, whatever it was came out with it. Like that
Oh.
whole thing came out, and I remember going there, and they're like, "Yo," like obviously as you're responding to it, some people who are in front of you obviously have seen it before, and they're like,
Yeah.
by the way, you might want to slow down. And I was like, what? Why? And I ran into there and I saw it. And then I saw the guy who's got one eye missing. And I was just like, bro. I was like,
Oh.
and then all the inmates were just cracking jokes. Like, I bet you didn't see that coming. They were talking to the guy, calling him One Punch Man, like dumb things like that.
Oh my God, that's a hell of a story to end on too.
It was that was probably the wildest thing I've ever seen. I was like, I've never seen anything like prison's all the crazy stuff, but like
Yeah.
I literally saw it. I was just like, that's just disgusting.